Hey guys, how we going? Welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to be talking to Scott. So just wait for him to log on, and then we'll jump on. Hello, how we going? Hope you guys are doing well. There he is. Hey man, how you going? Just push that button, and we'll get going. Yeah. So today is it's Friday here in New Zealand. Just pretty chilled out a day. Just gonna do some streaming and some making, and then we'll yeah, that's pretty much it. Wow, quite a few guys come on. Hey guys, thank you for logging in. So looking forward to having a chat with Scott. I've known him for a few years now. I met him last year at Emerald City, so it's pretty cool. Right. So how are we all? We guys, hope you guys are well. Waving everywhere. Hello. Everyone's here. All the friends are here. Hey man, how you going? Hey Jason. You want to put the join button, bro? Oh, what's going on? What have we done? No, that's not it. Awkward silent while you wait for someone to come onto the stream. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a quick update. What's going on here? Cooking, yeah. I heard England's quite hot at the moment. Oh, thank you. The build's pretty good. Obviously working on a few things at the moment. There he is. So just here. So I made this quite a while ago out of Warbler. Just gave it a quick primer yesterday. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
There he is. Here he is. Oh, I love that little puppet in the background there.
Oh yeah, I got little Steve with me.
Good look,
Always.
Steve's here in spirit.
That's right.
Yes, man, there you go. So how's things? All good?
Oh, all good, man. All good. Yeah, yeah,
Always good.
yeah.
I love the man cave. Love all the stuff in the background.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
That's how it is. You know, got to do it.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta show off all the stuff in the background while you're working. Gotta
Yeah,
get a little inspiration. It's all over the place
yeah,
down
it is.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just what's you can see.
Yeah, that's the cleaner part of the workshop.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they don't chill anywhere else.
Right. See if I
Yeah,
can
so
back that up a little bit.
yeah, man. So obviously, like we met at Emerald City last year. That was quite cool to finally meet in person. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was
Yeah, we
awesome.
like
Good times.
yeah. So disappointed that this year nothing's really happening, but I'm sure it'll be cranking again next year. It'll be quite good.
Yes, yes. My list of cons to go to next year is getting quite long now.
Yeah,
Due to all the ones I couldn't make it to this year. So yeah.
it's going to be epic next year. Right? I mean, like so much stuff to catch up on, and
Oh my God.
people haven't seen each other for a while, so it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I got to go to one convention this year. I got to go to C2E2 in Chicago,
Oh, that's
which was
right.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of our friends there,
Yeah,
but I didn't get to see everybody. There's a ton of our friends on the West Coast, and even on the East Coast, I didn't get to see. So I got to see a lot of
yeah,
the middle of the coasters, and I got to see a few people from Australia that came in, or
yeah,
from India, but I didn't get to see. They came in for the world championship, the crown championship of cosplay.
yeah,
But yeah, but so many of our friends I missed. So yeah, and I was like, okay, in 2 weeks I'm going to be in Emerald City. I'm going to see
yeah,
everybody, and it was going to be
yeah,
great. And then
yeah.
and it didn't happen.
Definitely. It was kind of like, yeah, let's do this. Then like, oh, maybe not gonna happen this year.
Yeah, and I was like, just hold on for a couple more weeks, just a couple more weeks. It
Yeah,
didn't happen. So yeah.
definitely not. Anyway, so obviously you want to do the normal introduction like we all do in the in these kind of videos. Introduce yourself to the world. Obviously, some people
Ah,
might not know you if they don't. I know where they've been, but
okay, okay.
yeah,
I am Scott Pope. Obviously, on Instagram, I am Wildcard. Um, I am a prop maker, costumer, cosplayer. I work with Stephen K. Smith of SKS Props with the HD foam line, which is why I have a little miniature puppet Steve right here with our foam line that is carried at Blick Art Materials. And then, yeah. And also I work for a shop locally in Missouri called Craftsman Industries, which we make great big giant mobile trucks and displays and props and stuff like that too. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
That's awesome. So obviously, you know, a creative person, so you know.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Yes, I am a professional 3D designer and professional prop maker for a living too. So yeah, and I have been for like 20 years. Yeah,
it's quite cool to be able to have a hobby become a job. You know, it's like for myself as well. You know, I'm super lucky that I get to make stuff every day. You know, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. So how what got you into making costumes anyway? Just for a bit of fun, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been going to conventions since like the 90s, since like the mid 90s. You know, I'm a little bit older guy, and you know, and I worked in the I've been working in the industry on and off, you know, for 20 years. You know, so I've always been making stuff. I've made stuff for Hollywood before. I've made stuff for television shows, and I've always been into it. And then after a while, going to conventions, I started seeing this like cosplay thing starting to happen, and people showed up with these really neat costumes, and I was like, I can do that. And I thought it was neat, and I really wanted to talk to. I really want to talk to the other makers that were making this neat stuff. And I was like, hey, I make this kind of stuff all the time. I mean, I'm not wearing it right now, but trust me, I do. And back then you couldn't just like take your phone out and show them photos of stuff you made.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to talk to you about it. And like, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my own costume and I'm going to wear it to a convention. And, you know, and then it got me a chance to just talk to other creative people. Cause like, if you show up at a con in a costume, you see somebody else in a costume, you automatically have that bond of like, hey, you know, we're into the same thing immediately. It used to be like, you know, you see somebody carrying a comic book or a piece of memorabilia of the same fandom that you like, and you're like, oh, we're into the same thing. Let's talk about that same thing. Now we can see each other from across the convention floor and be like, all right, we're together. Let's go talk. So yeah, that's really why I did it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Obviously, like, you know, it's nice to talk shop with people. You know, it's nice to talk about that's awesome how you make that. You know, it's that conversation that you have, and it's pretty much it's a bond that you make straight away. You know, especially when like you see something like online on Instagram or Facebook that you've been following. You see them at the con. You're like, oh my god, I look so much better in person than It's awesome community to be a part of. That's for sure.
Absolutely. That was I tell the story. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago at Emerald City Comic Con.
Yeah.
I'd gone up there and I was working on a costume. I was actually working on that Shore Trooper costume that's in the background. And it was like one of the first foam Shore Troopers right when Rogue One was coming out. There was hardly any references. And I was working on it, and I just got on Instagram and started posting some stuff. And I started like following a bunch of other makers, and we all started talking online.
Yeah.
And then like last minute, my brother lives in Seattle, and he was like, "Hey, you know, you've met my brother," and he's like, "Hey, I got tickets to Emerald City. You want to come back?" And we'd been there years before, and he's like, "You want to come up this year?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me go." So I hurried up and finished that. I went up there. I'm wearing it a couple days of the con. I walked down the escalator, and I turned the corner, and then I run into our friend Eric, Core Geek. Who I've been chatting with online, you know, about builds and his stuff, and and like he recognizes the costume, he sees me, I'm like, oh my god! And at first he thinks I'm Jason Beiser, which is hilarious. He's another friend of ours, you know, and because he's right now. Oh yeah, Jason's on the chat too. He's like, are you Beiser builds? Or are you Beiser builds? Or are you Wildcard? I'm Wildcard. I'm like, I get it. We're both handsome. I understand, but you know. Both incredible makers, but yeah, it was years back, and but anyway, so he starts looking at the costume. He's like, "Oh man," he's here. He's like, "I'm here with some friends. You know, like you guys got to check out this costume." And he turns around, and like the friends he's with are Stephen K. Smith, Bill Duran, Brittany Duran, Ted Smith, Evil Ted Smith, and Nick Ketman, Modulus Props. Yeah. And you know, and these are like I'd known Ted previously before this.
Yeah.
And Nick and I had been talking online a ton. So this was a whole bunch of people I knew already, and they were all just right there. I was like, oh, wow, this was great. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm done with the con scene. I met everybody. I'm good now. So, yeah.
Well, I had a good story about Eric as well. Obviously, I went to PAX about 5 years ago in Seattle. And obviously, like, I've been talking to Eric online quite a bit. And then he was the first one that I kind of saw at that con. We just lining up to go in. Eric walked past and we all said hello. It's, oh shit, how's it going? And what was quite cool, I was wearing my dwarf that day. Yeah. And it was quite hot. And Eric obviously saw that I was like hot and dehydrated, so he pretty much looked after me that whole day, make sure I was all good, you know. Yeah. And like, you know, Eric and Bill and Britt and Ted and all those guys are definitely, you know, the core group that I really, you know, mingle with as well. So it's really good. Yeah, man. It's amazing how small the world is now. Yes. You know, with social media thing going on, which is really good. You know, it's incredible when you use these kind of platform the right way, you know, to connect with people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I forget that everybody doesn't know everybody like you and I know everybody. No. You know, and I traveled to so many cons. I think I did 14 or 15 conventions last year and the year before. And we run into the same people at every convention, especially if you travel across the country as much as I did last year. And I'm like, oh yeah, so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? This is somebody else. And this is like, hey, you know my buddy here or this, or you know her, you know him. And I'm like, and they don't know each other, but they follow each other online. I'm like, oh, I forget you guys don't know each other. I was like, oh, I just take it for granted. Lucky, I guess. Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I was like, I could like just move over to US for like 3 months and just hit every con for like every week. Just, like, that would be like absolutely be like it could be like you know, people going to, you know, do religious kind of like pilgrimage. There'd be like a cosplay, you know, 3 months of just pure.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Convention. That'd be absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you got to figure that. Do you do the early months where you go to like KatsuCon, C2E2, Emerald City, you know, Planet Comic Con, or do you do like San Diego Comic Con, BlizzCon, Dragon Con, which 3 months do you do, or do you just do like 6 months? It's the whole year, you know. You just move here.
I'll just move over for a while. I'm sure my partner won't mind. Just go to
right, yeah. I'm sure Angela will be like, it's fine. You'll be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing my research. You know, this is work. You know, it's a work thing.
Right. Yeah.
She will love it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, as I say, like, sometimes I still can't believe that, you know, that we get to connect like this. You know, you try and look back, maybe 5 years ago, you know, this kind of stuff wasn't there. It was coming up, but now with the technology and how much cosplay has really become mainstream, it's a pretty crazy ride, you know?
Oh yeah, it's so much crazier than it was years ago. Years ago, it was a couple of us making, maybe a couple guys had some YouTube videos that somebody kind of watched, and we kind of, you know, knew some, maybe back to the RPF, you know, forums, or, you know, you ran into your friends at some conventions, and you maybe emailed or a phone call a couple times a year, and you're like, oh, I'll catch you at the next convention next year, and then now it's just it's huge. Yeah, it's amazing though. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And you see like all these amazing makers all the time on, you know, on Facebook, Instagram, and you're like, how can I not see your work until now? It's like, what the hell?
Know.
Even I'm like, to this day, it's like,
every day somebody new pops up.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or if I don't see it, somebody will send it to me. They're like, have you seen this? I'm like, no. And it's amazing. I'm like, I'm blown away by the level that everybody's just pushing. And it's the skill with their own two hands that they're doing. And I'm just, every day I'm amazed at just how much everybody's pushing in the community to just get better and better at their own skill. And I'm like, man.
Yeah, there's so much resources out there now. I mean, like, obviously, like, the whole YouTube, the guys who started off the whole thing, the whole Punish Pop guys, Evil Ted, and obviously the Kamui's and Yaya Han and even Jessica, all those guys started really started off the whole community. And now there's like you jump on YouTube now, you punch in how do I make a certain prop, guarantee it'll be someone there who's done.
Oh yeah,
the creative process.
I mean, you could find any prop, costume, template. You know, there's there's Facebook groups for it too. You could join a group for that, just for that specific costume. You know, there's Halo groups. There's Thor groups. There's Iron Man groups. So there's a niche group for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so gutted that I missed the Thor meetup at Emerald City. So
oh, that was a great meetup.
Like, I would love to be there. I just it was pretty cool though. You guys were amazing, like Beverly and even like
that was to come out and like you know, like I had on the Thor and it was great and the people loved it, and then and Heather had on her Valkyrie, and Valoria Solo, Valissa she was the tiny Hulk, you know, and that was amazing. And her husband was a Thor, and then to have guy, I'm trying to remember everybody's online handles when he came out as Korg.
Oh shit!
I know, right? I don't really want to say everybody's name because I don't know if they
Thomas. Thomas was.
I know, but I didn't want to say Thomas. I wanted to say his Rohrbomb.
It's Rohrbomb. Yeah.
Rohrbomb. So Rohrbomb comes out in like the Korg, right? And he's got the pamphlets, and then I run into him on the con floor, and we got mobbed for hours. Like we couldn't get 6 inches, and then Beverly comes out with the headpiece and the whole thing, and just like steals all of our thunder, you know, because it was so amazing. And
Beverly, she's too good at it. She should be like,
I know, right?
Conventions from now on.
Yeah, right. Like you're not allowed. You're not allowed. No, you know.
Sorry, no.
Yeah. And every time she's going somewhere, I'm like, is Brett going to be there? Because I love her husband. Like Brett.
Yeah. Those guys are so funny. We got to hang out quite a bit, and obviously I stayed with them as well for a night.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to be part of the judging panel for the contest with Beverly. Yeah. And it's really good. She's amazing. And Philip as well. It was a cool panel. You know? We got along really well, and it's really good.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Still can't believe the level of like costumers. You know, people are absolutely nuts. You know.
I know. I can't. Yeah, just the amount of talent that gets into that is It's
I mean, insane. Like for the last couple of years, I've been going to Switzerland, and like those European cosplayers, holy smoke! I mean, like their level attention to detail is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know? Like, as in they will not make that costume until they buy the specific material, the same texture or the same look, and they will hand embroider all the detail. Yep. You know, where would us? We might get a machine here, just do it for
right. Yeah, we're just like
not those guys, man. They do it by hand.
I've seen some really really amazing Russian cosplayers.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, that is amazing. It looks like it's made out of like an old tank. What is it made out of? And they're like, it's made out of an old tank. And I'm like, oh, geez, wow. Yeah. A lot of those European cosplayers, like if it's supposed to be metal, they'll make it out of metal, you know. Or if it's leather, it's leather. If it's feather, it's feathers. If it's hand embroidered, they're hand embroidering it. Like I was like, that is an attention to detail I don't want to do.
Like for me, as long as it look good enough, we're done. You know.
Right. Exactly.
Don't flip my armor around because you don't want to see what's inside the armor. It's pretty disgusting.
Right. Don't see the backside of it. You still see all the template marks and the glue and
or the duct tape.
Right.
Hey, I work in the film industry. That's what. The camera see it doesn't matter.
Get the shot. That's all that matters. Just get the shot.
Get the shot done. All right, man. So what's your current project you're working on at the moment?
Got something in the paint booth behind me or behind the camera right now, but can't show it to you.
Yeah.
Can't talk about that one.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Just a bit of this, bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Got some stuff. Steve and I are working on some stuff for some new
Oh,
videos for Blick,
okay. Yeah,
and some other stuff right now. So that's good. We got some neat stuff coming up for HD Foam.
yeah, man.
Uh,
You guys is really like struck gold with HD Foam. I mean, like, I
I
remember
mean,
when you first started, you're like, oh, we're not quite sure about this. We got so much foam at home. We
right? Yeah,
it was when you go like worst case scenario, we just installate our wall with EVA foam if it doesn't
right.
sell.
Exactly.
And then
Like
now you
if
guys
this
can't keep
doesn't,
up with orders.
right. Yeah, exactly. We're constantly out and can't keep
Yeah,
up. And
yeah,
I was like, well, Steve, if your wife leaves you and takes the kids because you spent too much money and this didn't take off, because we really rolled the dice on this one. Uh,
yeah.
then I was like, well, you can always build a house out of foam and live in it.
Yeah, because obviously I met Steve when I went to visit Bill and Brett at
Yeah,
Emerald City. Yeah, that's when you guys just really first started, and he
yeah,
had with the sign there to show Bill. I just remember seeing his face. He's like, "Oh my God, I hope this thing's work." You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I've so much work and so much
It
money.
was
Into this,
so much work. I can't. Someday we'll release the photos of
yeah,
like the behind the scenes of like
yeah,
starting this whole thing, and it'll
yeah,
you guys will get a kick out of that
yeah,
someday.
yeah. But good on you guys, man. Now you guys pretty much you obviously going to convention, promoting the work, and it's definitely getting out there. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. We're trying to get it. Chairs falling down on me.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, no, we're definitely trying to get just trying to keep spreading the word, trying to get it out there, just trying to keep it. We like the product. We think it's pretty good. It's got a good
Yeah,
reputation out there, and we're just trying to keep it out there so that everybody's got something to work with.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like the armor you made, is it it's for E2C2? The medieval. That was awesome, man. With the
Oh
shield,
yeah.
one that yeah,
The
put
my
Adam.
own character, the my own character armor I made, that kind of
Yeah,
medieval
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. That was. I didn't wear it to C2. I was gonna wear it to Planet Comic Con
Oh, okay.
this year. Got canceled earlier in the year. I was gonna wear it to that. That was gonna be a big thing. It's in the other room.
Big reveal. The,
That
the,
wasn't so much like a big reveal, but it was just like, because I wore the other armor to New York
yeah.
City Comic
Oh, yeah.
Con,
Oh, yeah.
the one that
That's one.
we were on, the one where I was untested with, and
Yeah.
so like this other armor is kind of like the good guy to that bad guy
Ooh.
armor. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's gonna be a little video clip of them fighting coming up. I reckon.
yeah. I don't know.
You had to do it. You had to set the scene, the behind the shoulder, the both punching each other, and then
Exactly. Yeah, I'll do it all.
oh,
But I have to wear both armors, so I'll have to do like some sort of split screen or something. I'll figure.
it'll be quite funny. Just have
Right
one of
up.
the mannequin,
Right, one of the mannequins.
have you.
I'll fix it in editing. Maybe like a
Just put
Star
me-
Wars scene. I'll like
Yeah.
take the sword through the bad guy, and he'll like
Yeah.
go through, and he'll fall down, just be armor on the ground, and I'll be like
Yeah.
standing over him. Yeah.
Yeah. I always had this dream of making a Mark 42, the
Yeah.
Iron Man 42, but I'll make it so there's magnets in all little pieces, so it'll just fall off as I walk
Yeah.
through the corridor. I just flick it. Oh shit, it's fallen off
Like
again.
yeah, just pull it back on.
Yeah, that'd be quite funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just rewatched Iron Man 3 on Disney Plus about last week, and I was like, oh man, that's right, the armor is so it has so much character, man, more than
Yeah.
the other one. So that'd be quite
Iron Man
cool.
3 is one of it's probably my favorite Iron Man's. Definitely Mark 42 is probably my favorite Iron Man
Yeah.
armor. It's why I built the hand and the leg for
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, true. I mean, like, obviously, the most favorite scene is that click at the end. Have him all like mangle up and
Yeah.
say, yeah, I mean, that'd be quite cool to make that one as well. But
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, man. So, what else to talk about? Talk about costume already. I'm trying to think. My mind just gone blank.
I know. Plus, we chatted the other day, so like 2 days
Yeah.
ago, we did this. So
Like,
now we got to do it.
why did we wait till then?
I know, right? We should have just caught up then. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say, what would be your dream build that you will it's the normal thing that if you have unlimited time, resources, it's the normal question that people ask cosplayers and builders. What would be your ultimate build that you love to make?
Um, that's a tough question for me.
Yeah,
Um,
there's always a big list, it's
yeah, I
always
mean, I want to make everything,
yeah.
and like I don't. I mean, nothing's honestly, I don't. Nothing's really like
Okay.
super out of my world of cape. Even money wise, like not
Yeah.
really. So
Jason just asked the question: what's the biggest project you've done today?
the
Let's go with that.
biggest project,
Yep.
like scale wise, or like time consuming wise.
Oh, but we got both. We got both. If you have a couple of samples, yeah. We got.
Uh, I'm trying to think of the biggest project.
Well, what's the one you have to like really like put the research in? Really like it took you like so much time to make sure the details right. What took you the most amount of like brain power to make work?
Um, it took a lot of brain power to make. And actually, the Short Trooper armor actually took a lot
Yeah, I
of.
saw so. Yeah,
Yeah,
the stuff.
that took a lot because it's pretty spot on, like paint wise, detail wise.
Yeah,
Had to make all my own templates. There were no templates at the time. If you get templates online now, they're probably mine. Uh,
yeah,
yeah, that one took a long time, and it was like, yeah, that one took a lot of like just like figuring it out. I think I remade a bunch of parts in that a lot
yeah,
to like figure that a lot of. I think I must have remade those shoulder bells 6 times before I got it right.
yeah,
But I think everything I make has a decent amount of trial and error to it.
yeah,
Like even my Thor helmet with the wings,
yeah.
I must have remade that 5 times before I nailed that. Everything I make has a little bit of super trial and error to it, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's half the fun though, eh? It's that whole trial and error,
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's
that's
the
really
excitement, that rush. Is this going to work or it's not going to
right,
work?
right.
And then
Yeah,
sometimes when you work, oh my god, it worked.
yeah,
How do I work on the other side now? that's
exactly.
the fun part.
Yeah, but I mean, after those though, I kind of like after I did Thor and I did a couple. Like I did a Saiyan armor. I've done some other stuff, but after a while, that's when I kind of started getting into like doing my own concept stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, so I think like a dream job costume I would do would be I would come up with something on my own,
yeah,
and it would be something big, but I would want to do a lot of engineering onto it, so it was really easy to get in and out of.
yeah,
And I would want to like stand up by itself, almost
yeah.
like a statue, and then I
Yeah.
could just like open a door in the back and jump in and get in and move
You go.
around. It would have
Just,
lights and stuff, and then yeah.
just like Iron Man, the one Iron Man 3, he just opened up and just walk in and
Right, exactly. Yeah, be something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
it wouldn't be Iron Man though, because I wouldn't want to remake
No,
Iron
no,
Man. But I would come up with my own idea, but it would work like that. It'd
yep,
be
yep,
super easy, and it would be
yep,
able to transport. I'd be like, I just show up at the con, just like set it there, and then just walk in, have this amazing costume, and you just get out of it. And be like, all right, let's go hang out.
yep, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, like that's what I enjoy as well. Is that the whole making your own concept. As I said, like it's my job to copy
yeah,
someone else's design. Because this is my hobby. Why should I, do the same thing?
yeah,
Obviously, it's quite cool to have a Pacific helmet or
yeah,
Pacific costume. Like obviously, like with Star Wars, you want to have the actual looking helmet like the Stormtrooper, which is
yeah.
fine. For me, it's more fun to make up your own character. It's really
I
good.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, like yeah, having an ODST or a Stormtrooper or like having a couple iconic armors that you
yeah,
love and you're gonna keep them around. They're hanging out in your shop, or you can always
yeah,
throw them around because like they're near and dear to you. You got
yeah,
to have one of those,
yeah,
but you don't have to have every one of those. Like
yeah.
you don't have to, And I guess you and I know so many people now that it kind of takes the fun of it for me to be able to pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, how did you make the real one that was on in the movie?"
Yeah.
I'm like at
So,
the
you have the mold that somewhere in your.
yeah, the figuring it out part of it is not there anymore. So
Yeah,
yeah, you can become copying actual friends' work, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
that's not nearly as fun. And
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
like, you could be like, all excited about it, and then you're becoming so fixated on getting the detail right.
Yep.
For me, that's kind of like just kind of take away a bit of the fun because you just pretty much pulling your hair out. Oh my god, I got the detail wrong. It's too fat. I mean, some people love it. So,
Yeah.
Some people do get a kick of trying to get it right, which is fine. But for me,
Yeah, I mean, if you're a replica artist and like replicating something is your thing and that's your passion, go do that.
Yeah.
But if it causes you anxiety and stress that it's not going to be right and you don't want to wear it or you can't get it finished and then enjoy it, then don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you did that to me though. I was working on Thor and I had it all done and it was all brand new and clean. And you text me, you're like, hey mate, looks good. You got to keep it all clean like that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of like it. You're like, you know, maybe I make it a little dirty. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, Millet, that's my thing. I love Millet. When I first made my ODST, I made that on the stage at Winter Workshop. So when we have a tour space, and there's a stage for artists to be there. So when the public come through, you can interact with the artists.
Yeah.
So one day I had my ODST minus the helmet because the ODST is not Halo. It's not a Winter Workshop IP, so I didn't openly promote it. So I had the armor on. I was there hacking it with blades, and people are like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing it? It's a piece of armor. It's supposed to be war on battle. It's not gonna be clean. So I was there hacking it with a craft knife, with a hammer, making things, and people are like, "What are you doing? This is the fun part, man. Come on."
Right? Yeah, you gotta get it all beat up.
Yeah, it's like my funny story is like when we did Power Rangers, that Green Ranger, I had to do all the breakdown on the armor, and that was so much fun. I'm going to destroy the hell out of this armor. And
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, Jason likes it clean. Yeah, you do. Except for you can't.
You
I got
can.
something going on with the screen here.
That's right.
Yeah, it got dark. Why is it so dark in here?
That's right. Well, what's really cool now is like people start doing mashup of like two different, which is really cool. Or they do a version of like a medieval version or a Japanese version. Or for me, that's like the next step. If you enjoy making replica of something, but you can add or twist to it, so it's really cool.
Yeah. Why is my screen is my screen really dark on your end?
Yeah, it is. So maybe your battery's getting low, maybe?
I don't think so.
Let's put some lights on you, just beam it, just blind yourself. Yeah, sometimes if your battery's getting low, maybe the power safe mode is kind of kicked in. It's not too bad. I mean, it's fine. It's fine on that camera.
That's the other camera.
Yeah, so we're good now.
Okay, good. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but something happened. Technology, it's just a fad. It won't last.
Yeah. As I said before, it's if you are someone who like to replica something, but you can do it or twist, which is really good. It's really cool. And there's so many artists out there who draw like these kind of concepts for people to make, like our friend Zach Fisher, for instance. There's a lot of people out there. That's their job. That's their passion, which is really good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to make something big. Now I keep thinking about that. I'm like, I definitely want to make something super. I want to make something big, but I want to make it. I don't know where. I don't know where I would take it. It's hard to travel.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember when like Pacific Rim, the first one first came out, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool to make the Gypsy Danger head, make the boat out of EVA foam, and make the kaiju with make a kaiju. Then we all kind of go to a convention in different side of the building. They meet in the middle. They have a massive fight with the EVA foam boat. That'd be absolutely epic.
Oh yeah. Did you meet when you were in Seattle? Did you meet Wexilexi? Okay, what's her handle?
Yeah. I know that.
I don't want to say her real name online, but anyway, she makes this like a really amazing giant giant things, like amazing. And we were talking about like instead of using like carpenter stilts, how she made her own stilts, you know, out of just like made her own stilts with boots and out of plywood and stuff. And I was like, well, that's genius. Like that's just way better than using actual stilts. But I watched them like carrying these giant costumes like through Emerald City, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, like, it takes like 60 to, like 3 or 6 of them to carry everything on and put the whole thing. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it was hands down amazing. Everything she's made is absolutely amazing. And giant too, and just like in the detail. But I was like, oh my God, I was like, how am I going to get that like from the middle of the United States to Seattle, you know, like, or to anywhere, you know, I would need a crate, you know, I can't, you know.
Yeah, as I said, like, because I do travel to go overseas, my costume have to be collapsible, you know. I mean, like, my first mistake was that dwarf. I made that, and to take overseas, it was a pain in the butt. Even though it can collapse and kind of like tile on each other, but still went up there. It was so big. It was like no more.
That's why I was like, okay, I need like General Obi-Wan is one that can fits in a suitcase, you know, like I need something that definitely is gonna be able to fly. It's gotta go on a plane, you know. I only drive to like 2 conventions.
This year's I mean, like obviously I met her in Seattle 5 years ago because she's part of the Halo group. We all stay in the same room.
Oh yeah.
It was good. It was so cool when she made that was it the Elite, the big one, and then like took a picture with Mini Chief. It was quite cool. Like, Tiny and he was like holding his hand. It was really cool. You know, she loved making big stuff. You know, that those guys are pretty crazy making big projects. I still remember when they had the Hulkbuster came out, people were trying to make that. Was like,
a couple guys made that. Yeah,
they made this massive. They obviously like two are big builds. Obviously, like Chad and Courtney and Dana. They made the Overwatch. The
Reinhardt.
There was the whole face. It was making Reinhardt left, right, and center. It's like, oh my God, how you guys?
Yeah, there's stuff like that. It's so cool, but I'm like, well, I can't, you know. At least Steve's only 5.
Losing connection. Is it me or is it Scott? Come back. Can you guys still hear me all right out there, or is it just me dropping out, or is Scott dropping out? Oh, Scott. Okay. No, he's left, so hopefully he'll come back in again. I see something here. Okay, cool. We just wait for Scott to come in, and we'll go again. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. I mean, like obviously, like to do those big builds is something that I would love to try one day, but obviously you see this is the size of my studio and it's pretty hard to make something big. But hopefully one day it'll be quite cool. There he is. Hey Scott, if you're back, man, just push that button and we'll get you back on. Yeah, if you guys got any more questions, definitely bring the question through. It'll be quite cool to pick them up and ask Scott what he's got on. Jason, what big build will you love to make? Yeah, storage would be a pain in the bum trying to store it. I mean, like you got so many big built now. Hey Beverly, how you going? There she is. Oh, we were talking about you before. Scott and I were saying how you steal everyone's thunder when you come out with your big costumes, you know, with your Hela. Oh, keep it secret. Jesus. Yeah, you made it. How's your day going? Hey Scott, where are you? Just wait for him to. He said he can't join. So there he is. But he's back. Here we go. So all our friends are here now. This is awesome. I'm sure I pushed the button. So here unable to join for some reason. Weird. Want to try again, man? Gotta love technology. Doesn't always work. It was going so well. We were like having awesome chat, then it just shut down on us. That's all right. Yeah, try again, Scott. See how it goes. Wow, you're gonna do Puppet and animatronics as well. You're going hard. So it's gonna be another team built. I take it. Everyone else gonna jump on. Yeah, he probably is too deep in the cave. It's too many machines going on. Interference are coming on with all the Wi-Fi, all the technology, so he can't get on. So you guys are online. So what's your current project at the moment? What are you guys working on? Right, let's see if Scott's trying to come back. Let's try it. Here we go. Work, please work. Have we've been barred to talk or something? Someone's watching us and we're talking about too much NDA stuff. No, it say that you can't come on for some reason. Damn it. It's going so good. Cool. Halo Reach helmet. Nice. Which reach helmet you have to do? Well, that's right. You're making that you're making the sword and the scabbard. How's that going? I know, man. What's happening? We're going so good. Well, let me go on. How about what I'll do is I'll end this stream now. Then I'll restart it again and see if that will work. Okay, guys, we're going to come back really soon. All right, Scott, we try that now. I'll try now.